Hello there. Lionel and I were just settling in and getting ready for sleep. Lionel is so sleepy. So sleepy. Are you sleepy too? We were just about to read a story. Would you like to listen to the story too? Great. The story that we are going to read is The Ugly Duckling. One sunny day in summer, a mother duck was sitting on her nest. She sat for a long time and waited for her 7 eggs to hatch. At last, the eggs began to crack. Peep, peep, said the ducklings as they marched out one by one. They were 6 of the sweetest ducklings in the world. But the 7th egg was big and it took longer to hatch out. At last it cracked. A big gray duckling tumbled out and looked around. Oh dear, what a large and ugly duckling, said the mother duck. But never mind. Let's see if you can swim. So off they went to the pond. Splash! The ducklings jumped in and paddled away. The ugly duckling jumped in too and swam. You may be ugly, said the mother, but you can swim very well. The mother duck led all her ducklings to the farm to show them off to her friends. What pretty ducks, they cried, except that big one over there. He is a very ugly duckling indeed. He took longer to hatch, and said the mother, that is why he is different. You are too ugly for us, said the pretty ducklings, and turned away. You are ugly, gobbled the big turkey. Ugly, hissed the goose, and bit him on the neck. Nobody loved him at all. The ugly duckling was very sad, so one day he ran far away to the marsh where the wild ducks lived. But they turned away from the ugly duckling too. All summer he stayed in the marsh by himself. In the autumn, some hunters came. Bang, bang went their guns. The duckling ran to hide among the reeds, but soon big barking dogs came sniffing round, and the duckling was afraid. I must find a safer place, he said, and ran off to the woods. A cottage stood among the trees, and the duckling slipped in through the open door. An old woman lived there with a ginger cat and a hen. Lay some eggs for my tea, she said, and then you can stay. For 3 weeks she waited for her eggs, but of course no eggs came. All the while the cat kept scratching scratching the ugly duckling with her claws, and the hen kept pecking him with her beak. The poor duckling sat alone in a corner, feeling very unhappy. In the end, the old woman gave up waiting for her eggs and sent the duckling out into the night. He found a lake where he could stay to swim around and dive. But the leaves were turning brown, and every day was colder. The ugly duckling saw some lovely swans flying high above. "Oh, how I wish I could fly away with them," he said. Now it was winter and very cold. The lake was freezing over, and the duckling could hardly swim. Soon he had to stop, and the ice froze around him. A farmer found the ugly duckling and broke the ice to free him. He wrapped the duckling in his coat and took him home for his children. The children played a chasing game with the duckling, but he knocked over a pail of milk. The mother screamed, "Go away! You are too big and clumsy for a pet." So out he ran and hid among the reeds. He stayed there all through the winter, but then the sun came out again and it was spring. He felt bigger and stronger. The lovely swans came and were swimming round the lake. The ugly duckling recognized the beautiful birds, and he wanted to be with them. So he swam out to meet them. Feeling shy, he bent his head, and in the water he saw himself as in a mirror. He could not believe his eyes. He was not an ugly duckling anymore. He was the whitest of white swans. The other swans swam round and round and stroked him with their beaks. "How beautiful you are," they said. And so the ugly duckling, whom nobody had loved, became the happiest swan in the world. The end. The end. The end. We hope you enjoyed.